Is the world becoming a gated globe? We have chosen to work with the article The Gated Globe, published in The Economist in October 2013, and it is written by Greg IP. The message of the article is presented in the very first line. The forward march of globalization has paused since the financial crisis, giving away to more conditional, interventionist and nationalist model. We approached the hypothesis in three parts: the English part, the social science part, and the main problems. Our objective in the English part is to clarify how effective the author has been in his argumentation, how effective is the author in convincing the reader about the reliability of his argumentation. Our objective in the social science part is to focus on the author's ability to argue for his hypothesis that the globalization has paused. In the last part, we'll touch the main problems highlighted in the text, and we'll focus on some of the occurrences which have caused today's protectionism. Our research question is: can one argue that a paradigm shift has taken place from the free markets to protectionism, and by that has the globalization paused?
Throughout this assignment, we will use different kinds of theories. For one, Adam Smith's theory on the invisible hand, and how two people, when they trade, will both get the best deal out of it. David Ricardo's theory of comparative advantages, which also says that when two people trade, when they specialize in producing one thing instead of producing everything themselves, both parties will get the most out of it. And also Toulmin's model, which explains how good an argument or how good an argument is when presented by text or vocally. Du kan være med til det.
Okay. The Economist is a weekly newsletter, and the main readers of The Economist are the academics, the high-level politicians, the civil servants, and the business people, and people with an interest in development of the society. The articles in the newsletter are characterized by an academic linguistically style, and therefore are addressed to people for whom the key point are daily subjects. The magazine is in general highly recommended and has a reputation as being reliable and has always an up-to-date content. All through the article The Gated Globe, there is a use of logos, in which every statement is building on facts. Grounds follow almost all claims. As said earlier, the argumentation in the text is characterized by logos, and Greg IP uses primary logos as appeal feature, which is to say that he appeals to the reader's common sense, and the use of examples in the text makes it even more reliable.
In this text, we have, with working with this text, we have decided to put up some questions. Have the trade intensity gone down since the financial crisis? Have the export as percentage of GDP dropped?
World export as percentage of GDP has grown almost constantly since 1986 until 2008, where the financial crisis emerged. There was a severe drop in export GDP fraction due to two factors. The first was the GDP fell in many countries. Secondly, because countries stopped trading so much with each other. After the sharp decline in 2009, the share rose again in 2010 and 2011, but then it has remained constant or flat since. Capital flows, which somehow reflect trade patterns, although capital flows are significantly higher than sales of goods and services. Capital flow in Europe declined by 87% from 2007 to 2012. Eastern Europe experienced a similar drop in capital flows of 60%. The US experienced also a drop in capital flows of 65%. Even countries in Asia who were not affected so much of the financial crisis experienced a drop in capital flows of 29% from 2007 to 2012. Only Africa experienced an increase in capital flows, and the capital flow increased by 66%.
Countries today are building up walls of tariffs and tolls on the import and export. A lot more tariffs on different imports, which make it harder for producers to get into new countries and sell their products. So yes, the world has become more protectionist.
For an example, if a Chinese shirt producer will produce in China, he will beat up the American producers because they
Beat up, det betyder, at han vil slå ham ned. Undskyld.
beat the det var også forkert formuleret. If the market were completely free, the Chinese shirt producers will beat the American shirt producers, and basically all shirt will be produced in China. And this, of course, will be a disaster for both US and every other countries which are competing with China. And many policymakers are in that opinion that the Chinese currency, the yang, many policymakers are in that opinion that the Chinese currency, the yang, are undervalued towards the US dollar, whereby Chinese producers are in more favorable positions. A Chinese labor is not forced to work under the same conditions as a European or American worker. It costs much more to pay off a European worker or an American than it does for a Chinese worker.
Yes, the world has become more protectionist. We are experiencing now countries building up walls made up by tariffs and creating unions where they protect each other within the union, but are letting countries outside to rot. This is a problem because if we trust David Ricardo's theory on competitive advantages, we could, for example, let a lot of African farmers do the agricultural work instead of having Danish farmers do it, because they are a lot more expensive. So we have to specialize to get the most out of the free trade. And by building up walls, making tariffs, we keep a lot of jobs, but in the short term, we have to look further into the future to see how much we can gain by looking a lot further than just a couple of years.